Welcome to another True Crime React. Join me as we dive into the minds of some of the worst people out there. More crime story time. Cops unlock babysitter's phone and cover horrifying secret. And this is why this is why I'm always afraid of somebody watching my child. And this is like and I know this isn't everything, but this is why I'd be terrified. Because I'm serial killer still on the loose. Yeah, oh yeah, serial killer is still on the loose was the last one. So I'm
Can I have a bottle, please?
huh? Hey, hold on. All right, sorry, I'm back. I had to get something for the BB. Huh. Okay, I'm back. True crime caught. I mean, I think it's interesting. It makes me terrified of the world, but they're interesting. They're definitely interesting. All right, let's see. Let us learn.
Like eyeball was like moving up and down, kind of like she was having a seizure.
Head trauma, skull fractures, brain bleed.
She also has some broken ribs.
I hope the volume is also good. This is like literally one of my worst fears now as a parent.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my Lord. She called me on the phone like crying and she's like, "Did you drop my baby? There's a huge lump on her left side of her brain." And I was like, "No, I would not ever drop your baby on purpose." You know what I mean?
When a 2-month-old baby girl is rushed to the hospital after suffering a seizure in the care of her babysitter, doctors discover alarming injuries that raise more questions than answers. As investigators search for the truth, they find themselves facing conflicting accounts, shifting blame, and a story that begins to feel hauntingly familiar.
Did she tell you before the same situation before it's happened?
No.
What I don't understand is, thankfully, this person's dumb because they recorded it apparently because it was on their phone. So thank goodness. But this is genuinely terrifying.
You didn't mention that.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. In Oklahoma, on the morning of July 14th, 2023, 26-year-old Holly Marie Shepard contacts Ponca City 911 dispatchers.
Hi, I was trying to see if you can send an officer, or not an officer, sorry, like an ambulance. What's going on there? So babysitting a 2-month-old baby, and she's kind of acting a little funny. She's kind of been a little cranky. I just want to make sure that she's okay, and like her oxygen level, she's kind of like limp and kind of breathing funny. Her mom said she's been sick and stuff, and she's just kind of acting like out of it. It's not normal. I just want to make sure she's okay because she's in my care.
Paramedics find the infant, a 2-month-old baby girl named Cora, in a dire state, with part of her head appearing deformed. However, when they reach the mother on the phone, she panics, explaining Cora has no defects of any kind. At the hospital, the truth of Cora's condition begins to emerge, confirmed in a grim call between officers.
Once I got to the hospital, they took the child in to get CT imaging, and as they were finishing that up and taking the child back, the child started seizing after the CT imaging. So there's traumatic bleeding on the right side of the brain, and that's the injury that can be seen on the outside where it's kind of... Hold on.
How? Oh my God. Yeah, this is like literally as a new-time parent, this is like a 2-month-old. That's terrifying. The poor baby. Translation, we're not legally allowed to call this person guilty as sin, even though everything in this video implies the case. Well, that and the title is literally there was stuff found on her phone. So I'm like, thank God she's like incriminating herself, allegedly. But like,
Let me pull up the photos the nurse took.
Okay, and there was a visible mark on the right side of the child's scalp, I guess is what I might have to call you back, but I think that's what I needed for the time being.
Sounds good.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, bye.
This would literally be me. I'm trying not to cry.
Due to the severity of her condition, baby Cora is flown by helicopter to a different hospital, where she fights for her life. With unexplained injuries, investigators turn to the 3 people who were in the home with the baby. The babysitter Holly, her mother-in-law Doretta, and Doretta's sister Dorene.
There were multiple people in the house too? What? Why would you need a babysitter if there's... Okay.
Each with their own account for what happened that morning.
So I got
Imagine being sick enough to not only legitimately harm a baby, but also record the process. I'm thinking that's what it is, and that's, yeah, that's... It's, like, messed up, then it gets even worse, which is crazy.
Holly's statement, I got grandma's statement, and I got grandma's sister statement.
Okay.
All 3 of them did not add up.
Investigators will examine the accounts of all 3 women, but the real challenge is figuring out where the lies end and the truth begins. According to the babysitter, Holly, 2-month-old Cora had just been laid to bed for a nap when she began acting unusual. The officer begins photographing the crib where Holly put her down when Doretta calls out to her.
Can I look in the crib?
No.
Does it? Can you just tell me what it looks like? Is there blankets in there? Like
There's
somebody's
blankets.
been sleeping in it?
There's blankets in there. I can't tell you if someone's been sleeping in there or not.
I just...
No.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta keep that room. Is there
That's suspicious.
something? What are you thinking?
I can't figure out why she would put the baby in the baby bed. Well, she usually puts the baby on the big bed. We'll just take one out, so... If I say something, would it go against me?
If you say something won't go against you, you're not under arrest.
No. Okay. Just leave it. I guess I don't want to say nothing that's gonna... I don't want to hurt her, but I just want if the baby fell off the bed.
However, doctors noted injuries that point to something far more severe. Along with serious bleeding around her brain, they also found scattered skull fractures, as though something traumatically hit the child's head. They begin questioning Holly, who was recently left in charge of the 2-month-old and her 4-year-old sister.
I'm a member of, on Facebook, of a Ponca City area moms group.
Okay.
That I kind of talk on there to, like, just fellow moms, do, like, play dates and stuff with other kids, because I have 2 kids of my own. Mackenzie, the mom, she posted on there that she needed childcare. And I told her I was staying at home. You know, I have 2 kids. Met her at McDonald's, and, like, her and her husband were like, okay, yeah, I like her. So I just started that this week on Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if she'll continue with me because of this, but she won't really talk to me, but yeah.
I wouldn't talk to her either. How... Yeah, this sort of thing is, I'm getting really sad. It's like stressing me out even more. Thank goodness I am able to take care of my baby. It's hard to say what I'm feeling. Combination of deep sadness and rage. Yeah, I cannot explain what would happen if something happened to my baby, and people are just being so casual about it, because, like, if anything ever happened, I would be, like, 1, freaking out. She's way too calm. She's way too calm. Be like, yeah, I don't think she's gonna, like, call me after this. And, you know, I have 2 kids. I would be crying. I'd be freaking out. I'd be asking about updates for the baby, being like, is the baby okay? I mean, so I feel like it's very obvious, because you can always tell during, like, interviews how people act and, like, how their body language is. She's acting way too calm. She is fidgeting with her fingers a lot. And she just looks comfy. So something just not, she definitely did something.
So $100 a month, that's
it's like $300 a week. So she just paid me today, and then, yeah, so.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
In their initial Facebook messages, which started 1 week earlier, Holly had introduced herself as a wife and mother of 2, stating she has tons of caregiving experience. Mackenzie admitted she was nervous about leaving her children with a stranger, but said Holly reassured her by offering several family members as references, including her mother-in-law, Doretta.
And how many kids?
Oh, it was the babysitter's mother-in-law. I thought it was I thought it was the baby's mother-in-law. Okay.
What are you watching for?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my 2 go to daycare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, which is kind of weird, because I'm like, well, I miss my kids, you know, but yeah, my kids love their daycare, so.
Holly goes on to explain what happened after Sam took their 2 children to daycare and headed to work, leaving Holly and Doretta alone with Mackenzie's 2 children.
So 911 was called at 10:37. So okay, I made her a bottle around 10:15-ish. And I was sitting on the couch and I was holding her. She's been kind of cranky this morning, so I don't know if she was dealing with like some gas or what was going on, but she was kind of cranky. So I fed her. She drank maybe 2 ounces of her bottle, and then she fell asleep in my arms. So I put the bottle down, kind of covered up with the blanket, and like sat there to make sure that she was like asleep. Then I stand up and I bring her to my daughter's bed in the crib and just set her down. Kind of swaddled her, turned on the nightlight and the little lullaby music thing, and then walked out to kind of handle. I left the door open, of course, to hear her, but to tend to Audrey. And then probably around like I want to say 10:35, so 2 minutes before I called. I noticed, like, I was sitting there playing with Audrey on the floor, and I just hear Cora, which is the baby's name, just like scream cry, like a hurt cry. And like our cats are outside. There's no, like, she doesn't roll over yet. She's only 2 months. And so I ran in there, turned the light on, picked her up, and I noticed that like her arms were just like stretched out, like they were so stiff, and her eyes were kind of like, I don't know how to describe it.
Can you show me? If you don't know.
Like my eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, like she was like she kept
Okay,
like
so
they,
blinking.
Yeah, that, and like her like eyeball was like moving up and down, kind of like she was having a seizure. And I'm a certified medical assistant, so I kind of like know the signs of that, and it looked like a seizure to me. So, I just immediately I picked her up, and like I said, I saw that, and then her arm.
Aren't you not supposed to move things when they're having a seizure? That's what I thought. I'm seething. I really see that when I have my own kids one day and suffering children. Yeah, it's one thing to hurt people. Hurting kids is like another whole thing. Like there's so many things that I want to say, and I do not wish well on this woman.
Arms were stiff, and she was kind of breathing funny. So I was like, okay, I'm calling 911.
After learning of Cora's injuries, the infant's mother called Holly to demand answers.
She called me and she said, hey, did you drop my baby? Like, she called me on the phone, like, crying, and she's like, did you drop my baby? There's a huge lump on her left side of her brain, or her head. And I was like, no, I would not ever drop your baby on purpose. You know what I mean?
Okay, funny that she says on purpose, though, because, like, obviously she could be like, oh, if I dropped the baby, I would tell you, not like, oh, dropped it on purpose. So that seems sus, her wording there as well.
I mean, there's no way.
And so where were Doretta and her sister at, like, whenever the baby was asleep?
They were in the living room.
Doretta is brought in for questioning, and although she recalls the morning much like Holly does, one important detail doesn't quite align.
Yeah, she added on purpose very fast, so it seems weird. Like, I would never drop your baby on purpose. And it's like, so did you drop them on accident then? Or like, so something's happening here. Yeah, it's a very sus choice of words. Yeah, I don't like their body language. This is making me angry and sad, and I just want to hug my baby.
Well, Holly was feeding the baby, the little girl was playing, and when my sister come in, we stood there talking. Well, Holly was holding the baby and started crying a little bit. Well, me and my sister talked, and we went out in the yard and loaded up the air conditioners, and we stood out there and talked. Out there in the car, you know. Well, then Holly comes out of the house and said that she had to call the ambulance. And I said, why? She said, well, the baby's not, something's wrong with the baby.
All right, so the only person that was inside the house was Holly at that time, and you and your sister were outside.
Right.
Though Holly claimed Doretta and Dorene were with her in the living room.
I was just going to pause and say that. Literally, they were in the living room. Thank you, Crims. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. This is like stressing me out, though.
Living room. Doretta's account puts the two of them outside, leaving Holly alone with the baby before placing her in the crib. Still, Doretta remains unconvinced that Cora was ever in the crib at all.
I'm thinking.
Need to try just to show my rage. Yeah, I do not have nice words for people that harm children, especially like a 2-month-old that's just a little baby. Or 2 or 3. I think she said 3. She's just a little baby.
That she put the baby on the bed, and the baby fell off.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
You think that that's what happened?
I am thinking very much.
Okay, what makes you think that?
Well, because she has, as far as I could, this week, she has never put that baby in that crib. She's always put it on their bed.
Despite this unusual change in routine, Holly stands firm that the baby was in the crib. Before then, she had otherwise been in her arms or Doretta's.
But the only time she was alone with the baby is whenever I was in the kitchen for maybe 3-4 minutes.
She alone who?
Doretta.
Doretta?
Like, she was holding the baby for me.
By herself whenever you were in the kitchen?
While I was making the bottle.
And where was she at with the baby?
On the couch, sitting on the couch.
Sitting on the couch. Did she tell you if something happened while she was
No, when I asked her, and she said, no, not that I can recall. But she does have, she's showing some signs of, like, dementia and stuff. But I would feel like if it's something serious, or I would have heard of if she dropped her or hit her, which, I don't think she would do that.
Now, in your kitchen.
Weird that she brings it up like, oh, that she would hit her. Sus.
You said Doretta was in the living room. In the kitchen, can you see from the kitchen to the living room, or is there a wall?
There's a wall.
There's a wall? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the only time that Cora was out of your sight, line of sight,
Correct.
not with you, not anything like that.
Before addressing this with Doretta, the detective explains the seriousness of the situation and delivers a shocking update about Cora's injuries.
You can see it. It's a little red right there, and it's starting to swell, right? You can see the difference where the swelling's starting to spread, right?
Yeah.
By her temple.
Oh, yeah. No.
So, okay. There's also, she also has some broken ribs.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
So, that's why it's important for me to find out what happened or how everything happened. At any point in time, were you left by yourself with Cora, the little baby?
I left with her?
Yes. Were you, like, left by yourself, or you were messing with her? No?
I was all in the kitchen at all times.
No.
I mean, in the living room.
Okay, with
Holly and the little girl and my sister.
So at no point in time were you by yourself with Cora?
No.
Okay. Now, she also mentioned that you had the onsets of dementia. That's what she mentioned. Is that true?
No.
So the babysitter is framing her own mother-in-law?
That's not true?
No. I taking medicine, but I don't have dementia. I mean, I might forget a little bit, but I was outside.
Okay. When she went to go make a bottle for her in the kitchen, she said that there was a wall in the kitchen that you can't see into the living room, and that you were left by yourself with the baby, and that's the only time that she did not have any eyes on the baby.
No, sir. That is not true. Sir, she did not. I did not be in that front room with that baby by myself at all.
With conflicting stories from the two women, investigators questioned Doretta's sister, Dorene. Her statement validates one of their stories, but rips an entirely new hole.
Let me guess. She supports her sister because it wasn't the mother-in-law that did it. It was the babysitter that hurt the baby. I hate this. Yeah, this is, I don't think I could watch videos in the future involving babies because I'm like on the verge of crying and angry and
In another,
We just got up and went outside and was taking the air conditioners to put in.
Only you and Doretta. And Holly stayed inside.
Right. And Holly come out. She said, something's wrong with the baby's breathing. Can you come and check? So we ran into the house. The baby was in the carrier. And my sister said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, she just stopped breathing right. And so she said, I called the mother and the ambulance, And so we stood there and waited for the ambulance to come. I stayed in the house with the other little girl. And my sister and Holly went out to the ambulance. But as far as, I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I didn't hear nothing drop, fall, or anything.
Okay.
her account confirms that she and Doretta were both outside, placing Holly alone with baby Cora inside the house. But her claim that the baby was found in the car seat rather than the crib raises new questions.
Did she say why she had the baby in the car seat?
No, she did say I was fixing to go get some diapers or something, and she said, but I have to wait here for the ambulance now and the mother.
Okay.
This creates a gap in Holly's account. Was she putting the baby down for a nap as she claimed, or preparing to leave with her? Detectives spoke to Holly's husband Sam, who showed them Facebook messages from Holly that morning. She'd been planning to bring him a drink at work, writing, It'll be a minute feeding the baby. Shortly after, she dialed 911. After the ambulance left, Sam says she met him in person and told him the baby had a seizure before returning to the house, where police were waiting to speak with her. She then sent messages saying, "I'm scared our babies will be taken away. I didn't do anything. I don't abuse children." She also snapped a photo of one of the officers writing FML, an abbreviation which commonly means my life.
Why is she worried about her kids getting taken away or your kids taken away?
Yeah.
Just because
That's kind of sus. I'm worried my kid's going to be taken away. Well, if you didn't do anything, that it should be fine. Like, they would find evidence of the baby having a seizure, so.
DHS didn't get involved in. They're not. No. Like I told her, like, if the baby had a seizure, they're not going to be able to prove it. It's an injury.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a seizure. It's a seizure that was caused by an injury. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Speaking once more with Doretta, the detective wonders if Holly is telling the truth or possibly shifting the blame.
She's lying about you being alone with her today.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, because I had my sister there, and then...
Do you have any idea why she's trying to say that you were by herself, or why she's trying to blame it on you?
I don't know. And that's exactly what my sister said that you'd do. I mean, my daughter would say. She said, Mama, she said she hurt that baby. And you bet that she's going to try to put blame on you.
Okay.
He wanted to go get the kids, and I walked him out and around, and then she left too.
Okay.
Is she supposed to?
She wasn't supposed to.
Huh?
She wasn't supposed to.
He asked her to hang tight.
Holly is found walking 4 blocks away from the police station, and they bring her back to confront her with everything they've uncovered.
Here's the deal. I just need you to tell me the truth so that I can try to tell the doctors down there what happened, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that you kind of lied to me about that were verified by other people, okay?
Okay.
The first thing is you didn't tell me that you had the baby in the car seat, that you were going to take the baby with you to go buy some diapers at the same time that you were going to take a drink or supposed to take a drink to Sam,
Yeah.
right? And during that time, you were the only one that was inside the house by yourself with the baby. You told me that Dorene and Doretta were both in the house at that time. Whenever the baby started crying, and you went in there and freaked out, and then they went outside, okay?
Yeah.
They're both telling me different. Your mother-in-law got really offended whenever I asked her about her dementia and got really upset about it.
Okay.
That is very easily verifiable, which you said, you can contact my doctor, here's his name, blah, 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 here's the information. That it's really easily be very verifiable if she does have dementia or not.
Right.
Okay? I just need you to be straight with me, and I don't feel like you are. If you're going to keep playing these games, you're just going to make it worse on yourself instead of just being honest with me. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay?
Yeah, I don't like this.
I'm not trying to take your kids. I don't care about taking your kids. I care about finding out what happened and finding out the truth. That's all I'm after, is the truth. But you keep saying okay, but you don't want to tell me the truth.
I personally don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through all this, so I want to know what happens, but I am just like furious. Like, I'm angry and sad and
About what happened?
It's not that I don't want to. I'm just trying to remember because I'm all frazzled because this is crazy.
As Holly continues to withhold the truth, another detective steps in and takes a more direct approach.
We've already established a timeline. You were the only one with the kid, okay? Okay. This kid has very bad injuries, okay, to its head. Okay. Something that only could have happened whenever the kid was with you today. Okay? And I'm going to give you the opportunity to not look like this monster sitting here that's not telling the truth.
I mean, she's a monster for hurting the baby, allegedly, quote unquote, anyway, but still.
And be a compassionate young woman and tell us what happened to this child. Okay? If not, then I'm going to make you out to be the monster that you are. The baby's in surgery and may die. Do you want to be a killer or do you want to be remorseful? Are you a killer? Then tell me what happened to that child. This is your opportunity. I'm listening, young lady.
Yeah, I want to know if the child's okay. That's literally all I want to know. And that justice is served, to be honest, because, oh, God. Feels like we're near the end, we're only halfway through what could possibly happen. I don't know.
So I put her down for her nap. That was true. It was in her crib. On the way back, Audrey had a toy on the floor.
I already feel like she's gonna be like, and I tripped, and this is gonna, because like if an accident happens, you just say it right away, and then you rush them to a hospital. So like every silent second is a moment they're waving a new lie. Yeah, this is 100% a lie. Like, oh, I tripped and I hit her head, and like, nope, this is a lie. Regardless of circumstance, you're a monster. The second you do anything, you could save the baby's lying about it. Yeah, like if something happened, I accidentally tripped and like hurt something, like even like when I'm holding like the cats, right? Because I don't want to use my baby. If I'm holding a cat and I accidentally like, I don't know, scratch its nose or something, I'm immediately like, oh my God, I hurt its nose, are you okay? Or like, because like there's times where I've accidentally stepped on like the cat's like tail or, paws, and immediately I'm like, oh my God, are they okay? Are they moving it? And I check on them throughout the day, make sure they're okay, call the vet if something seems, so it's like, it would be an immediate reaction and I'd be freaking out and crying and like, just being like, oh, well, yeah, haha, I tripped, is just like, this is not, ugh.
And I accidentally tripped.
Yep, see?
I'm so sorry.
You should be. For lying.
But then there's something more, because you're saying she's tripped, but the baby also has broken ribs. So, like...
I'm scared.
But I also need you to... You had all the opportunity to cry before. I'm sorry, I'm not very remorseful right now, because you sat here and lied. Okay? But I also need you to tell the entire story. Where you tripped, what hit her head, because something hit her head very badly. She has skull fractures across the whole back of her head.
Also, how does that happen if you're I guess it fell onto the floor? I don't know. Show the angle, but those crocodile tears are failing to come out. Yeah, that, and she stopped immediately. If I'm crying, I need like a couple of minutes to not like, yeah. The moment he calls her out, like, hey, we're not falling for this, stops. If she fell on top of the baby, that'd be bad. I mean, but wouldn't more be broken besides her ribs and the back of her? That seems so weird because the ribs are on the front. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
So start over and tell me what happened. If you tripped, you tell me what she hit, what you did afterwards, everything.
Okay. So I was walking, like I said, from the crib, which is in my bedroom, toward, like out of the hallway into the living room. There was a big, like my son's big monster truck right there, and I fell over, and like I like tripped, and she fell out of my hand, and just hit the floor. Like I don't remember anything being underneath her head.
The bruising is, I wouldn't say cylindrical, but long.
Okay.
Like edge of the crib, edge of the wall, edge of. He's being serious about. I can give the doctors information about what happened.
No, I know. I'm just trying to remember if like there was anything under her head. All I know is I tripped and fell. Yeah, her head hit the trailer of the car. It was like this log.
So she wasn't sure what happened, but then it hit this is, oh my God. I believe anything comes out of her mouth this stage, she's in full preservation mode, trying to throw others the bus. Yeah, and like something saying that like, oh, I just tripped, and then being like, oh, well, I don't know what was under her head. Oh, it was the back of the car. Like, this is just...
And then what happened?
And then I picked her up and called 911.
Is that whenever she had the stiff arms and
Yes.
had a seizure like whenever she hit her head?
Yes. And her eyes were like doing that and freaked me out. I didn't mean to fall.
So your first inclination of having an accident with a 2-month-old child was to save yourself and not tell somebody what happened.
Didn't she say she was a nurse or something too? Like she had medical experience. So like,
I was just scared.
The detective leaves the room to provide an update while the other remains with Holly. Still questioning how the baby could have landed on the same toy Holly tripped over, he allows her to demonstrate the fall.
Oh, that's right. It was the same toy too. You can't trip over a toy and the baby's... Oh, So,
So I was walking with her like this, and I guess I tripped and fell because I remember my foot going like this. And then I get like, I guess my foot kicked it, and then when she fell like this on it.
Okay. So when she fell, how did you drop her? Did you go down with her? Like how does that, like, show me exactly like how it went.
Okay, I'm trying to, So I tripped, my foot had her, and then I guess it kicked that, so then I fell, and I guess I let go of her, because that's when she hit her head like that. Like, I guess this would be that, because that's her head.
So did you drop her from up top, all the way, or what?
I think I had her like mid, and then I lost.
Dropped her?
Yeah, and then I lost my balance.
Okay. Then you dropped her as you were going down?
Yes, yeah.
And so did you drop her completely from both hands? Okay. So she hit the floor?
I think she hit the back of the toy, like on the trailer part. I'll just show you. It's a big, like, semi, like, plastic truck. I wish I had a picture of it, but yeah. Right.
You're okay.
But I didn't, like, purposely hurt her or, you know, like, purposely hit her on the...
Then you shouldn't have lied about it at first. Like, come on.
Floor.
So where is it now?
Huh?
Where is it now?
It's just in the living room.
Okay, did you move it?
Yeah, we moved it.
Okay, who's we?
Or, I mean, I did, yeah.
You said we.
Sorry, no, it was me.
The plastic truck and trailer was found at the home, though investigators noted that dust particles were present on top of the toy, and it didn't appear to have been disturbed.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
There was dust on top of it. Shocker. She's lying.
Again, I feel like you're bullshitting me.
Okay.
All right? And I don't like it. Okay? Have I treated you like you're an idiot? Have I insulted you in any which?
Oh yeah, I'm literally not even in the room with her, and it's yeah, you're credibly saying you already lied, and then you say it's like a toy, and then it's like, oh, we moved it. Oh, just kidding, I moved it. It's
way by treating you like you're an idiot.
No.
Don't do the same thing to me.
Okay.
That's exactly what you're doing, and I don't like it. Okay. You understand? What are they going to find that's different from what you have told me?
So I've been really busy today.
Okay.
So I fell twice today, but the first time was this morning, before this accident.
Yeah, what does being busy have to do with tripping? I guess if you're rushing, but still, like...
And she did not hit her head.
So you fell twice with her in your arms?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I usually don't drink coffee. I drank like 2 cups of coffee because I was tired and I've been like really shaky today and dizzy. So here's the couch. And like I said, I lay her like on the couch and I kneel, right? So after I changed her diaper and her clothes to the pink onesie with the black pants, I pick her up and I went to go throw the diaper in the trash in the kitchen. And I was in my socks and I just kind of lost my balance. I was kind of like, I got really, really dizzy. And this time I had her like cradled.
But at this point, if you're feeling dizzy, wouldn't you like call someone to help out? Like, hey, I'm feeling dizzy and I'm holding a baby in my arms. Like, there's other people in the house.
And I kind of just fell like straight down. And I sat there for a minute because I like saw stars, and then I got up. So I like clinched onto her, so she didn't fall, she didn't hit her head.
So that's where she's explaining that the ribs broke.
But I just wanted to tell you that but that's not really pertinent to like her head injury.
Okay.
Per se.
She's got 2 skull fractures on opposite sides of the head.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
If you get hit on this side,
yeah,
you're not going to have a skull fracture on this side. You understand? Again,
yes.
Stop lying to me. You understand? I don't know why you keep doing that.
Because she's trying to save herself.
Detective asks Holly to demonstrate again exactly how the baby fell. Not once, but twice.
Like, you want me to drop this when she drops?
Drop it, yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
drop it.
All right.
It's not gonna hurt my feelings any.
Okay, so, like, I had her, and I tripped, and she fell, like, right here.
Like that?
Yes.
And hit the
truck.
The truck. Okay,
Yeah.
and then second time?
Okay, so, I was on my side, and I think that time she hit, like, the right side. Like,
okay.
I mean, it looked like she fell just
After she just said it doesn't relate to the head injury, okay?
straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Not really any particular side. So that's where I'm kind of confused to why she has two, whatever.
Two skull fractures?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you go to pick her up?
Yes. So I kind of did this, and I grabbed her like this, and I did this, and I got, like, I don't know how you would say that, like off balance.
Okay.
And just dropped her from
How?
here.
How'd you drop her?
Like this.
Like that? A second time? Dropping
And no one heard screaming either? Like,
from even, how tall are you?
Like 5', 6.5".
5, 6.5?
Yeah.
5 feet, 6 inches is not going to cause a skull fracture to happen.
Okay.
It takes a tremendous amount of force. She either had to hit something that's super hard,
Okay. Yeah.
like this, or you had to grab her, be so frustrated and mad that you slammed her. You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor
you
baby.
You can't change the laws of physics
I
as much as you
understand that.
want to. You can't.
Okay.
Okay? Just like you can't change the gravitational pull and how fast somebody falls. You cannot change that.
Okay.
Okay? What you're telling me about just dropping her and her falling down is not going to cause that amount of damage.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I just wanted to tell you what the absolutely truth was.
So you dropped her about halfway down, about 3 feet off the ground when you tripped, and she hit the
first time.
The first time.
And then
when
I
she
picked
hit
up.
the thing. You picked her up, and the last time you were fully up,
Yes.
you said you dropped her again.
Yes.
And why wouldn't you report it after the first time? Like, come on.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And that's not going to change.
No.
With Holly now committed to her revised story, investigators turn their attention to why she made an attempt to cover up the truth.
Why did you tell anybody to begin with?
Because I was scared to get locked up, but here I am.
Accidents happen all the time.
I know, but I don't want to
When you cover it up, look at me.
Looks worse.
I need you to stop crying right now, okay? Because
Notice how she's crying more when she thinks she's gonna get caught? Yeah, she's too calm about it. I would literally be like crying the entire time. I know different people handle things differently, but if you hurt a baby, like,
you've cried so many different times for so many different reasons that I don't even know if it's the truth right now that you're actually feeling remorseful.
I am.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know. Like, how are you even able to look at that mother and just stone cold, not feel terrible or remorseful for what you did?
Like, I cried the whole way from my house to meeting her at the hospital. And her and her husband were already, like, bawling. I didn't want to add to that.
Though Holly repeatedly claimed she was crying over the incident, Cora's grandmother said that when she arrived to pick up the 4-year-old, it was Doretta who was in tears, while Holly appeared completely straight-faced.
really? She wasn't even, of course she
feel
wasn't
like you
upset
guys
by it.
were thinking that I just threw this baby on the floor.
Honestly, I think that's what you did. I think that's exactly what you did. And you just don't want to say it because you're afraid of any consequences
hold on.
or whatever. But I honestly...
Defensive crying is a sociopathic tendency. Well, it's like she only cries when she thinks she's getting in trouble, which, like, I understand being freaked out, but, like, if I fell and hurt a baby while I was trying to watch them, babysitting them, I would, like, lose my mind. And when she says how it's going to affect her, she hasn't asked about the baby at all. Oh, I'd be constantly being like, is the baby okay? Is the baby okay? Is it okay? Is there an update? Yeah, she does not care except her own safety.
I think that's what it is. I think she was cranky. It's not your baby. You don't know what its normal things are. Your anxiety kicked in. And before you knew it, you were doing something that you were like, holy crap, that's not what I meant to do. I think that's what happened.
And I hate that you think that.
You're the one that's going to have to explain it to them. and you're the one's going to have to explain why A and B don't add up to C. The doctor at the children's hospital is going to tell us exactly what happened and how it happened and how hard that the baby's skull was hit. Okay? Babies and young children, they are the hardest ones to break bones.
Wait, really?
Because they're not set like yours or mine. Their bones are still growing. They're really, really flexible. You really have to do something with a lot of force to be able to break their bones. You can't change that, and you can't hide that.
Like, I don't know what
How much force did she hit this poor baby with? Oh my, I'm literally gonna cry.
you're wanting me to do. I'm not gonna lie and say I just dropped her because I'm mad. I would never do that on purpose, ever. Like, yes, I have anxiety. Yes, I have depression. I have all this stuff. I'm on meds for it. Crying does not bother me. Like, my kids whine all the time. I don't hit them and I don't abuse them. I'm not an abuser. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I didn't purposely throw her or purposely drop her. Like,
no, you literally hit her. Oh my god, you did. Yeah, please. Oh my, this is making me so angry.
I'm already locked up. There's no point in lying to you or lying to the judge or whoever else I talk to. There is no point.
All right.
But I don't know why you're putting me in jail when I didn't do it on purpose.
You lied several times about why you did.
Oh, this lady heard this baby and I'm losing it. Yeah, she literally lied the first time. Like, I haven't been lying. She literally admitted that she lied the first story. Oh.
Did what you did.
Because I didn't want my kids to be taken away, and now they are.
Though she maintains this new version of events is the honest truth, a shocking revelation will soon shed an entirely new light on the case. For now, she's arrested and booked into the K County Detention Center. 5 days later, officers present a warrant to search her phone and face a new challenge.
Oh no.
What's the password to your phone?
Oh gosh, you would ask me that. I don't have it in my hand, so I'm trying to remember.
How do you not remember your own phone password? Hello?
Sorry, it's kind of inappropriate. So
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It
Okay,
doesn't
so it's capital S.
Okay.
TAY THE FUCKOUT 29 and then 4 exclamation points.
Huh.
Okay. So your password is a number on your phone because it pops up with a number. So does it also allow you to do letters? Because your password is just like any other phone.
Yeah.
So like when
I was gonna say, why is she giving letters? This is this is I'm a mix between wanting to cry and being really, really mad at this lady. Very angry.
whenever you click on the phone.
Yeah.
Still, Holly insists that her phone doesn't have a numeric password and never supplies one. Investigators later obtain the correct PIN code from her husband, Sam. They discover that while at the crime scene, Holly made several internet searches, including can a seizure cause a brain bleed? Will a 2-month-old survive a brain bleed? And what happens if a baby has a fractured skull? But it's what Dorene told investigators during her interview that truly left them stunned.
Did she tell you before the same situation before has happened?
No, she didn't mention that.
I'm sorry, I'm bleeding.
So what?
This has happened before? Oh my god. Yeah, thank goodness she's dumb though. Because like she should not, like, imagine if she continued babysitting after this.
What's happened before?
Should I say anything?
Dorene hesitated, but after the detective pointed out
She heard your granddaughter. Yeah, say something. What do you... Hello?
that Holly tried placing the blame on her, she started to share what she knew.
Probably about, she had 3 other kids. She was married.
Okay.
Was a babysitter for this lady. And the lady brought the baby over. And Holly's husband was there too. So when the baby came, she brought the baby over, she put the car seat down on the couch and they had the blanket over it. I don't know, forget if it was a little boy or little girl, I don't remember. She said the mom told her she don't have to take the...
Oh, Doretta's mother-in-law. Okay, not the kids. Okay. I'm sorry. Family, yeah, blah, blah, blah. If you hurt a baby, I would... You're gone. Nope. The fact that anyone you trust to watch your child is to Google what's happened to someone with a fractured skull is mind-boggling. I mean, as a parent, I've been like, did I swaddle my baby too hard? Is it like, is she okay? Like, I've looked up stuff like that to make sure the baby's okay, but the brain bleeds? No. Holy. Having such a good time at work today, I know it's going too well. I'm sorry.
Blanket off because she sleeps all the time. Well, Holly took it off, and there's a bump on the baby's head. They called an ambulance, took the baby to the hospital. The baby died.
The case, which occurred in Oklahoma City in 2018, bears striking similarities that are impossible to ignore.
And you would leave her alone with another baby?
She'd met the mom on Facebook and began babysitting her 3-week-old infant. 3 days
3-week-old?
later, Holly reported there was something wrong with the baby. She was rushed to the hospital where it was discovered the baby had multiple skull fractures and bleeding in the brain, resulting in her death. However, according to news articles at the time, police were unable to prove the injury happened under Holly's care, and no charges were ever filed. Now, in a case that echoes the past, baby Cora is fighting to stay alive. Still searching for answers, investigators follow up with Doretta and Sam, hoping Holly may have shared the truth with one of them.
Cora's injuries are not plausible from what she told us. Okay?
On what part?
On any of it.
Dropping the baby?
Yes. Yes. Dropping the baby being hit, all that stuff. It's not a possibility. How she's telling me that it occurred is not a possibility. Okay? Now, I know whenever I spoke to you, you knew about the incident that happened in Oklahoma City. Okay? You didn't bring that up to me. So that's why I'm here is, has she told you anything about that? Has she told you anything about what happened in Oklahoma City? Because I'll be honest with you, the Oklahoma City thing, met somebody on Facebook, was babysitting, baby was in a car seat, head trauma, skull fractures, brain bleed. Did you question her about this after this incident?
I did. About this one?
Yes. About...
Not to take away from the video, but why is there a toilet randomly there?
The Oklahoma City in this? Because, I mean, they're mirrored.
Like I said, I didn't find out about the truck until yesterday at the meeting, and then it clicked that you guys took it.
Yeah. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't miss the truck. I mean, it was there that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the little girls told you, but she was out over here playing. So I don't know if they questioned her, if she mentioned about something Holly followed. I don't know. I know y'all probably can't tell me nothing.
A big question that I have too, what she
yeah,
said,
well,
because I know she was in there.
According to Cora's grandmother, she asked the 4-year-old if her sister had fallen. The girl initially said no, but later stated, the couch hit baby sister.
So all she's told you is just that...
Wait, I thought her kids were at daycare.
She went into the room, picked up the baby, came back out, tripped over the truck, and dropped the baby.
Dropped the baby, put her in the car seat.
Put her in the car seat. So just one time.
Yeah, all she said was one time.
She fell.
There's one message on there that I asked about it, and she wanted to know what I wanted to know, and I told her I want to know the truth. She said that she didn't drop the baby twice, and that
she was babysitting 2 kids. One was a child that was an infant. Oh. Oh my God. Well, at least because kids won't lie to you. So that's really good. The kid was like, oh yeah, I hit the couch. So should have it sounds weird, but interviewed the kid as well to see if the baby knew anything.
You misunderstood her or something?
No, I didn't. She told me that.
See.
I did not misunderstand her.
I have the message if you'd like to see it.
She flat out told me I dropped the baby twice. If there's anything at all that she has told you where she's telling you what happened to Cora, you need to let us know.
No, I definitely will.
You need to let us know. If she tells you anything about what happened in Oklahoma City, or if you know anything about what happened in Oklahoma City, you need to let us know, because I'm telling you right now, from experience, Oklahoma City and this is mirrored. It's mirrored.
Still, Sam insists that he was lied to and has no new information. In uncovered Facebook conversations with his brother, Sam expressed frustration over being lied to by Holly, adding that he needs to cut ties and contact for the sake of his kids. Holly, meanwhile, continued to send him texts from the jail's messaging system, begging him not to leave her. Whatever the truth about Cora may be, it isn't revealed in any of the messages.
I just don't know what could have happened, to be honest. I've never done that.
What is your opinion on that, from what you see?
I don't think it was
Do
unintentional.
you really think that
It's not from a fall.
she beat the shit out of Lil?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know what else.
Only she would be able to answer that question, but it's not how she's telling us that it happened.
Holly's refusal to give a clear account has left the truth about what happened to Cora a mystery. But against all odds, the infant survived.
Oh my
Cora's
God.
mother posted this video update to Facebook on August 29th, 2023.
It's Miss Clara. She's going to the Bethany Hospital today. Yay! We're so excited. Yes, we are.
While baby Cora suffers from ongoing health complications, she continues to persevere and celebrated her second birthday in April of 2025. Mackenzie chronicles her ongoing recovery and continues to provide updates on her Facebook page, Cora's Journey. 26-year-old Holly Marie Shepard was formally charged with felony child abuse, placed on a $500,000 bond, and ordered no contact with minors. She didn't post bond and remained in custody, receiving only a temporary medical release due to her being pregnant, with a court order requiring
She should no. She should not be anywhere near children. Holy.
her to report back to jail immediately after hospital discharge. The current placement and care of Holly's infant are unknown. On November 26, 2024, Holly entered a plea of no contest in Cora's case. She was sentenced to life in prison with eligibility for parole after 25 years. In 2025, while serving her life sentence, Holly was separately charged with first-degree murder in connection to the 2018 death of a 3-week-old infant.
Yeah.
A development that offered hope for resolution in the case after 7 years. She entered a plea of not guilty, and the case is still ongoing, with a hearing scheduled for October 2025.
What happened?
If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comments below.